And good evening and welcome to another edition of the Ralph Report Wrestling Edition. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ralph Williams. I am the host of the Ralph Report Wrestling Edition Smackdown Post Show. And welcome aboard. And I am the revolutionary. I am the visionary. I am Ralph Williams. And don't forget that and acknowledge me. All right. Okay, we have SmackDown wasn't all that great tonight. It was a lot of this tonight, and I got a little frustrated with them, about that. I thought, you know what? All it was a bunch of that tonight, just a bunch of talking away, and it was just something I wasn't real happy with. You know what I mean? And it just got out of control, and nothing but interviews, nothing but talking, nothing about this, that, and whatever, and who's going to fight who and whatever. Who cares? All right. But in the notes tonight, I want to tell you before we get to the matches and who won what. Cody Rhodes had this dispute with Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn's wearing this new shirt, which I might go get because I'm in that position that he's in. All right. I'm the good guy who gets no respect in the media. All right. So anyway, him and Sami Zayn have this little talk and all this other stuff. Well, it turns out that Gunther tonight made his stipulation for their match next Friday because he went and whined to the TKO with his lawyers to get something for him because he claims he got ripped off with the uh, the last match that he had against Cody Rhodes. All right. And, to me, he's nothing but all right, we got Bill. Thank you, Billy, for being tuning in. Thank you. All right. But anyway, nothing but a baby, just like Drew McIntyre. And I'm glad Drew's not around because I'm getting tired of his whining. Okay. All right. Accept your L, Luther. Or I'm sorry, not Luther. Gunther, I'm sorry. Because I'm used to my good friend Luther Dupree always saying, Ralph, accept your L whenever I have an L. All right. Okay. So there we are. That is where we are tonight with this, and all it was this. The King of the Ring match went on. The Queen, a bunch of women matches. Nothing that I have against any women wrestlers. The only other male matches tonight was Ray Phoenix took on that Axiom Mask guy tonight for the title. Red Army, thank you for your comments as well. All right. So, what your thoughts on SmackDown tonight? Don't forget, coming up June 27th. It's a Sunday, 2:00. Or I'm sorry, it's a Sunday, 1:00 start, or Saturday, 1:00 start time for Night of Champions. All right, they're going to have King of the Ring, the final match to find out who goes to SummerSlam to fight the champion of their choosing. Okay. So in tonight's match, Jey Uso won the match. He beat out, LA Knight, Finn Balor, Royce Keys, who everyone thought was, this great, well, he is a great wrestler. It's just he's not being used properly. But this is for Jey Uso. All right. So Jey Uso wins tonight. So next week, all right, it's Jey Uso, and he's gonna be taking on Javon Evans next week. All right, on SmackDown. Now Raw this week coming up. I would not want to be this man. I really would not want to be Dominic Mysterio because Dominic, okay, all right, it's going to have Dominic is going to be fighting the ruler, Oba Femi, okay? And I hope Oba Femi takes him out. Because you know why? I can't stand Dirty Dom. I can't stand the Judgment Day. I can't deal with them. All right? They're a menace. And you got Raquel Rodriguez and you got Liv Morgan in matches, in semifinal matches. And I hope what happens is I hope that they both end up fighting each other. And guess what? I hope the Judgment Day falls apart because of this. That's what I hope happens. I pray that happens. All right. They don't have Finn Balor to kick around anymore because Finn Balor is now on Smackdown. Okay. All right. So, all right. That was that match. And then we had B-Fab and Michin. Believe it or not, they beat Tiffany Stratton. And they beat Tiffany Stratton. I forget who she. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. I have to look at my notes again. Sorry. Yeah, it was B-Fab. Oh, Chelsea Green. Chelsea Green now is teaming up with Tiffany Stratton because she's a lost soul swimming in a fishbowl because she doesn't have her sidekicks with her anymore. One's hurt and the other one got cut off the roster. Okay. The Battle Zone. Yes, thank you, Battle Zone. Thank you for that. Yes, it will be the end of the Judgment Day if those two fight each other. Thank you, Judgment Zone, for that. I appreciate that comment. I love it. Somebody that agrees with me about the Judgment Day falling apart. Yes, that's going to make them fall apart because I don't think Raquel Rodriguez is going to put up with that. I really believe that to be the case. All right. I think she's had enough of Liv. I think Roxanne Perez has had enough of Liv. And you know, if he leaves too, we'll find out what happens. I don't think they're going to add. I think it's going to be a lot of subtraction. All right. Triple A Championship match tonight. Ray Phoenix beat the masked guy from Axiom or Oxium or whatever they're called there. All right. So that happened tonight. And then also we had Charlotte Flair. She won tonight in the match tonight. And then also we had the Fatal Influence took on the women's tag team champions tonight. The women's tag team champions, Brie Bella and Paige, won tonight. All right. And again, it backfired on the Influence because you know what happened? The experienced team of Brie Bella and Paige outsmarted them. All right. And I'm glad they won that match anyway. So I mean, there we go. All right. I'm glad Jey Uso won. I'm glad Ray Phoenix won. I'm glad Ray Phoenix finally has a title in the WWE. Him and his brother Penta used to have tag team gold in AEW. All right. But it's good that that Ray Phoenix has, and so does Penta. Both of them ended up with gold. All right. Let's get into some more of our notes tonight, and then we're going to wrap it up here real quick. Let's see here. All right. Let's take a look at. All right. Here we go. Let's take a look at this one here in my notes here tonight. Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu had a little show or in a talk in the back room. Jimmy and Jay were there. Jacob came around. He said, I got a meeting with Solo. Didn't say what was going on, just said, I have a meeting with Solo. So he goes to Solo Sikoa, and he says that the tribal chief said for you to shut everything down that you're doing and come join them. Well, Solo Sikoa and his infinite wisdom, which is nothing. All right. I think the Las Vegas machine noise got to his brain. Okay, because he lives in Las Vegas. All right. Solo Sikoa has decided that he is not going to participate in anything involving Roman Reigns, and Roman Reigns to him is not his tribal chief. And he was trying to influence Jacob Fatu to get out of the bloodline and go join his group because of what goes on. Now, I think his family is about to start falling apart because you have friction between Solo Sikoa and you have friction between not only just Solo Sikoa, but you have between him and Tama Tonga. All right. So we'll find out what goes on as we go. I think Tama Tonga may join the bloodline. I also believe, and I heard a rumor today, and I'm not sure if it can be confirmed, that Rikishi has been asked, and that is the father of the Usos and Solo Sikoa, all right, and the uncle of Jacob Fatu, to join the bloodline as the wise man. It's a good thing, and I hope it happens. I really do. All right. Okay. So let's find out what happens. But it's a rumor right now. CM Punk rumors are out there. I heard a rumor today that he may be going to SmackDown. I heard rumors today that he may be signing up with AEW. I heard rumors today that he's going to work as President Donald Trump's chauffeur. I heard all kinds of rumors today about CM Punk. Okay. All right. I heard he's going to be a baseball announcer. I heard he's going to be a popcorn vendor. I heard all kinds of rumors today about CM Punk. None that I can confirm. But the two that I'm looking at right now is SmackDown. They want to move him to SmackDown. Okay. That might not be a bad idea because I don't think he would get a title shot against Roman Reigns. I think what they're trying to do is keep Roman as champion for as long as they can, move all the guys that can compete against him to SmackDown, like Gunther. I mean, Gunther was the odd man out. So was LA Knight. So if you move LA Knight back to SmackDown, he can go after Cody Rhodes. Gunther's already going after Cody Rhodes, and CM Punk can go after Cody Rhodes. Not that they are close friends, but friendship is friendship, and business is business, and family is family. I learned that a long time ago. 35 years in customer service before I had to retire because I'm handicapped. Okay. All right. Tonight, I got word late tonight that a good friend of mine from Pittsburgh, John Tagg, passed away today. John and I were very close. We were friends. When I was the president of the Allegheny County Transit Council, he was part of the council. He represented the board of the Pittsburgh Regional Transit. John, rest in peace, my friend. Okay, rest in peace. And I'll see you when I get up there. All right, that's all I got to say, John. All right. And John was a good guy. I mean, he and I took care of each other because we were both in wheelchairs. I respected John. I was on disability committee with Allegheny County because of John. John pushed for me to be president of the Allegheny County Transit Council, which I served 3 terms. So tonight, I want to dedicate this program, and next week, all my programs coming up for the weekend will be dedicated to John Tagg. Okay. All right, we're here in Studio 10 and Studio B here tonight for SmackDown post show. Let me get some further comments, and then we're going to make some announcements here. All right, Pensman. Hey, Pensman, thank you for responding tonight. Thank you. Great show, he says. You know, always a great show when myself, Pensman, and Brian are on here. And speaking of that, tomorrow, 10 a.m. And here we go, our new debut of the Saturday Sports Blast show. Yes, we're going to be blasting sports away at you tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. live right here on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, X, the Kick Network as well. All right, so that will be the Sports Blast 10 a.m. And also don't forget to participate in Pensman Sports and all his programs. He does New York Yankees live stream. He does a lot of shorts. I'm trying to do a lot of Ralph Reports, as many as I can. I have the new Ralph Report Pittsburgh edition that I might talk about John Teague and some things going on in Pittsburgh as well. And I might do a Ralph Report Delmarva edition, talking about stuff going on down here. So Ralph Reports are nice. They're easy. I can get on the air anywhere, anytime, and just do a Ralph Report. You know, so I'm working on that. It's about time. You know, and some things have happened lately. But you know, and has cut it out. There we go. Sports Break Media with Brian Pettit. Don't forget about Brian as well. He does live stream NASCAR. And also, I wanted to let everyone know our UFL show on Sunday is done. The United Bowl will be played tomorrow. All right. And therefore, since the United Bowl will be played tomorrow between the St. Louis Battlehawks and the DC Defenders. All right. And the USA tonight. Hey, congratulations to them. I'm going to give them a round of applause tonight because you know what? They won tonight 4-1 Congratulations, World Cup. There we go. All right, World Cup tonight. Congrats to them for winning World Cup. And the World Cup's going to be all over the place this year, folks. And I don't want to talk about that. It's a wrestling show, but a little bit about the World Cup. We'll talk a little bit about that tomorrow. Also, tomorrow on the Saturday Sports Blast, I forgot to mention our special guest tomorrow will be Marcus McCullum. And Marcus covers Chicago Bears sports. And get this now, we are going to, yeah, I didn't forget about that, Pensman. I got that on the agenda for tomorrow to talk about Jake Plummer. He is the MVP of the UFL for quarterbacks. Okay. No relation to the other Jake Plummer, of course. But we'll talk about that tomorrow as well. The UFL game, get ready for the United Bowl tomorrow. And then starting in a few weeks, we're going to do it maybe twice a month, once a month, or whenever we can. We're going to do a show called Anything Goes. It's on Sunday night at 8 o'clock. We talk about anything. We can talk about cooking. We can talk about toilets. We can talk about driving. We can talk about idiots. We can talk about anything goes is what it's called. It's going to be with me, Pensman Sports, and Brian Pettit. Anything goes. Okay. Politics, anything. No, that is true there, Henry. I've done it. I've eaten chicken nuggets with ketchup. But now I like sweet and sour sauce and stuff like that. So, yeah, when I was younger, I used to eat chicken nuggets with ketchup. Thank you for that, Henry. That's a good one. I like that. All right. Okay. I'm Ralph Williams. This has been the Ralph Report Wrestling Edition Smackdown post show. And don't forget tomorrow, too. I forgot to mention. Don't forget 7 a.m. in the morning. We start tomorrow morning, 7 a.m., 93.5 The Beach, the Ralph Williams Show. Don't forget to tune in online, 935thebeach.com, and Radio Stations USA. Go to Google, scroll, punch up 93.5 The Beach, scroll down to Radio Stations USA, and you can listen to them right there on Radio Stations USA as well. All right. There it is, 93.5 The Beach down in the Delmarva area, 50,000 watt FM station, and increasing more and more all the time with my shows. All right, here we are. Tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m., the Ralph Williams Show, AM 1250, The Answer, 92.5 on the FM down, The Answer, PJ. All right, and don't forget to Sunday morning, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. is the Ralph Williams Show with Tony Moreno. We have a lot to talk about. I've got to tell you, we do. Tony and I are going to have his big debate about Morgan Wallen. He has a different opinion about what I do about Morgan Wallen. Where do you hear that opinion? All right, so Pensman said, I don't know about chicken nuggets with ketchup. Well, I did it one time, Pensman. I will not deny that. But now I like sweet and sour sauce and some other things. So, yeah. Oh, what is it? Honey mustard? Yeah. So, yeah, exactly. Huh? Yeah, honey mustard. My wife's here telling me honey mustard, sweet and sour sauce. Yeah. So, but anyway. So, all right, let's get back to this here for our further announcements here tonight. Also, last but not least, 2 to 3 p.m. this afternoon, Saturday afternoon, I'm sorry, 2 to 3 p.m. and every Saturday, the Sports Corner radio show with me, Ralph Williams, Smoking Jim Frazier, Claudia Rosano, Luther Dupree, on 1250 a.m. The Answer, 92.5 on the FM down, theanswerpgh.com. That is for this weekend's activities. All right, so don't forget to tune in tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. for the news, Saturday Sports Blast, as we will be, we have a lot to talk about tomorrow. UFL, Jake Plummer, the MVP, Carmelo Anthony, and also we're going to talk about Terrell Pryor. Those of you who don't know who he is, we'll tell you tomorrow. You'll know who Terrell Pryor is. He's in trouble again. There you go. Another NFL player in trouble. Marcus McCullum will join us tomorrow to talk about the Chicago Bears moving to Indiana. And he's going to talk about the Cubs, who are not doing too well. And we'll dive into the NBA playoffs and the NHL playoffs. The NBA playoffs are tomorrow night. We'll dive into what happened this week with that big. And then a UFC fight. What are your thoughts tomorrow? I want to know about this UFC fight that's going to be at the White House in the South Lawn. Tell me about that tomorrow. Comment about that. We'll see you at 10 a.m. tomorrow for the Saturday Sports Blast. Don't forget my other shows, the Ralph Williams Show, all across the board. Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, Delmar region. Ralph Williams. The name is out there, and it's going to continue. It's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. Remember that, okay? Because you know why? I'm Pittsburgh's forgotten son, but I won't be forgotten for long, okay? So I just want to let everyone know that. All right. I'm Ralph Williams, your revolutionary, your visionary, and please acknowledge me. I'll see you again for another edition Monday night of the Raw Post Show on the Ralph Report Wrestling Edition. Have yourself a great one. Please, by all means, be safe.